There is a question whispered among school children in Japan, a question so simple and yet so dangerous. Am I beautiful? If you hear it late at night, if it comes from someone wearing a surgical mask, if her voice sounds too calm, you must never answer, because that question belongs to her. Kuchisake-Onna, the Slit-Mouth Woman. Tonight, you'll learn where the legend began, why sightings still continue, and the chilling truth that connects every victim who claimed they saw her and lived just long enough to describe the impossible. This is the investigation the authorities tried to bury. For decades, the name Kuchisake-Onna has haunted Japanese urban legends. Parents use the story to frighten children. Teachers mention it during disaster drills. Police deny everything. But the deeper you go, the darker it becomes. We obtained witness statements, old police reports, school rumors, and archived newspaper fragments from the late 1970s, when an outbreak of sightings terrified entire districts. Children refused to walk home alone. Teachers escorted students in groups. Police quietly increased patrols, and yet no official explanation was ever given, because no official explanation could exist. What follows is a reconstruction of those events, a timeline of fear, built from interviews with the few people who survived an encounter with her or claimed to. There are many versions of the story, but almost all of them begin the same way. A woman, beautiful, admired, envied, married to a samurai, or an abusive husband, or a jealous lover, depending on who you ask. But every version ends the same way. Her mouth is slit from ear to ear. A punishment for vanity, a mutilation meant to destroy her beauty. When she dies, her spirit cannot rest. She returns as an onryo, a vengeful ghost driven by rage and humiliation. She wears a long coat. She covers her face with a mask, and she hunts those who walk alone. Some say she appears only to children. Others say anyone can be chosen. But one detail never changes. She will always ask you the same question. Am I beautiful? If you say no, she kills you on the spot. If you say yes, she removes the mask, reveals her mutilated face, and asks again, even now. If your answer disappoints her, she kills you. If your answer pleases her, she may let you live. But there is one more version, a darker one. If your answer pleases her too much, she marks you, because she wants you forever. In the spring of 1979, the legend exploded across Japan. Dozens of schools reported sightings. Children claimed a masked woman followed them home. Teachers wrote warnings on classroom boards. Do not walk alone. Stay close to the group. Avoid quiet streets. The police gave vague statements about suspicious individuals. But the children knew better. They said she had returned. We'll examine 3 verified reports. ASE1. The boy on the bridge. The first incident comes from a 12-year-old boy in Saitama. His name is withheld for privacy. It was late afternoon. He was walking home over a narrow wooden bridge when he noticed a woman standing on the other side. Long beige coat, shoulders stiff, head slightly tilted, and that mask. White, surgical, common for the time. She wasn't moving, just watching him. He slowed down, unsure. The wind blew her hair, but the rest of her body stayed still, too still. When he finally stepped onto the bridge, she spoke. Am I beautiful? He said. Her voice sounded wrong, like she hadn't used it in years. He froze. He didn't know what to say, so he nodded. Her hand rose slowly to her face. She pulled the mask down. The boy described her mouth as split, like someone cut her smile open with a knife. Bloodless, fresh, wet. She asked again. Even now? He screamed and ran. Behind him he heard footsteps. Fast, heavy, unnatural, crossing the bridge. When he reached the road, a passing truck slowed down. The woman stopped, stood perfectly still, then vanished into the trees. Police found deep footprints on the bridge, too deep for a normal woman. The case was closed within 24 hours. Case 2. The teacher's testimony. This case is one of the few adult eyewitness reports. A middle school teacher was locking up after cram school when she noticed a woman standing near the school gate. Long coat, mask, still. She assumed it was a parent waiting for a child. But when she approached, the woman asked, "Am I beautiful?" The teacher laughed nervously and said, "I'm sure you are." The woman lowered her mask. The teacher's description matches dozens of other accounts. A mouth cut open, teeth exposed, the edges of the wound trembling as if still fresh. The woman whispered, "Even now." The teacher fainted. When she woke up, she was lying on the ground. The woman was gone. Her bag was untouched. Nothing was stolen. But she said something strange. "There were fingerprints on my neck, cold, thin, like someone who had never lived." She never returned to that school. The girl in the alley. This story comes from a 14-year-old girl in Nagoya. She was walking home from choir practice after sunset. Her route took her through a narrow alley behind small apartment buildings. Halfway through, she saw a woman standing under a flickering street lamp, mask, coat, long hair. The woman's head snapped toward her so fast it made a cracking sound. "Am I beautiful?" The girl whispered, "Please, I just want to go home." The woman stepped closer. "Am I beautiful?" The girl nodded. The mask came down. The slit mouth opened. "Even now?" The girl didn't answer. She couldn't. The woman leaned in until their foreheads almost touched. Then she whispered something the girl never forgot. "You look like me before." The woman vanished. Not walked away, vanished. The girl later developed recurring nightmares. In each one, she is the one wearing the coat. She is the one asking the question. Section 3. The INVS during the outbreak, an unofficial task force formed inside the National Police Agency. Their internal nickname was the Mask Division. Their goal: find the cause of the panic, eliminate it, control the narrative. Point 1 document, unverified but widely believed, describes their findings. According to their notes, the sightings shared 5 identical traits. 1. The woman always wore the same clothing, a beige or tan coat, a white surgical mask. 2. She appeared in isolated locations: bridges, alleys, school paths, quiet streets. 3. She moved unnaturally fast. Witnesses described impossible acceleration. 4. Animals avoided her. Dogs refused to approach. Cats hissed. Birds went silent. 5. The encounters always ended suddenly. She vanished when others approached. A psychologist hired by the task force suggested mass hysteria. A sociologist blamed overprotective parents. But one officer, whose name was redacted, disagreed. His handwritten note in the margin reads, "This is not hysteria. The descriptions are too precise, too consistent, too real." The task force was shut down 3 weeks later. All related documents were sealed. Section 4. The True Face. In 1983, a graduate student from Kyoto University published a controversial paper. It was banned within a year. Her theory: Kuchisake-Onna is not a ghost in the traditional sense. She is a collective manifestation, a spirit fed by fear, rumors, and trauma. Every time someone tells the story, every time a child repeats the legend, every time the question, "Am I beautiful?" is whispered, she grows stronger. But the most disturbing part of the paper was this: she can appear differently to each person. Her coat changes length, her height shifts, her voice adapts to the person she's speaking to, but the mouth never changes. That part is always the same. The student disappeared 2 months after publishing the theory. Her apartment was untouched. Her wallet was still on the table. Her shoes were by the door, but her mask, the one she wore during flu season, was missing. Section 5, Modern Sightings, 1990 to 2024. Sightings slowed after the late 80s, but they never stopped. Taxi drivers on lonely highways, students walking home after club activities, workers leaving late-night shifts. Almost all reports share the same details. A woman with long hair, a mask, a question point. One chilling case occurred in 2016. A security camera in Hiroshima captured a woman following a middle school boy. Long coat, mask, pale skin. The footage cuts out for exactly 39 seconds. When it returns, the boy is running and the woman is gone. Another case from 2021 involved a young man walking his dog. The dog froze, growled, and pulled hard on its leash. The man turned and saw a masked woman standing 10 meters behind him. He blinked. She was suddenly 3 meters away. He blinked again. She was gone. But the mask was on the ground, surgical white. Still warm. Section 6. The final testimony. 2023. This next part is the most disturbing. A 19-year-old college student in Tokyo submitted an anonymous confession. To an online forum, he claimed to have encountered Kuchisake-Onna on his way home from a night shift. Here is his testimony, preserved word for word. It was 1:40 a.m. I was walking past a construction site. That's when I saw her, a woman in a beige coat, standing behind the temporary fence. She didn't move. She just watched me. I pretended I didn't see her, but she whispered through the fence, "Am I beautiful?" I froze. I didn't answer. She stepped forward and the fence rattled. "Am I beautiful?" I whispered yes without turning around. I heard the sound of a mask being lowered. Wet, sticky. Then she asked in my ear, right behind me, "Even now?" I ran that I didn't look back. But here's the thing. When I got home, my roommate asked why my mask was ripped, that I wasn't wearing one, that I haven't slept since. 3 days later, the post was deleted. The user's account disappeared, but others claimed the same thing. She left something behind, a slit mask, a whispered, a mark. Once she chooses you, she comes back. Section 7. The question that traps you after analyzing every case, every rumor, and every eyewitness report. One conclusion becomes clear. The question is the trap. Am I beautiful? If you say yes without thinking, you give her permission to come closer. If you say no, she kills you instantly. If you hesitate, she becomes angry. There are rumored ways to survive. Method 1. Confuse her, say something unexpected. "You're average. You look normal. Do I look beautiful?" Some say it makes her pause long enough to escape. Method 2. Offer candy, becoming popular among school children. Give her a piece of Beko Aim, a type of amber candy. This supposedly distracts her because the shape reflects her distorted face. Method 3. Run, but only if you run zigzag. Her movement is fast, but only in straight lines. None of these methods are confirmed, because none of the people who tried them survived long enough to prove they worked. Final section. Her return, every legend fades, until something brings it back. And now, in the age of masks becoming normal again, Kuchisake-Onna's story has found new life. Hospitals, train stations, crowded streets. Everywhere you turn, someone is wearing a mask. Anyone could be her. The sightings have started again, quietly, anonymously, online. People hearing footsteps behind them. People catching a glimpse of a woman who vanishes when they blink. People hearing a whisper that doesn't belong to anyone nearby. One message, posted just last week, ends with a single line. "She asked me if she was beautiful. I didn't answer. She's still following me." And here is the part that should terrify you. The legend says she appears when her name is spoken. Some say even hearing her story is enough to draw her attention. So if you hear footsteps behind you tonight, if you feel someone standing just a little too close, if you hear a whisper gently brushing your ear, don't answer the question and don't turn around, because she only needs one thing to find you, your attention. And you've already given her that.